Welcome to Fire Leo. I am a tarot reader and intuitive. Shout out to all my lovely Fire Leos. All right, Leo, so we sneaking out. Like, you see how that first card just kind of snuck out like that? So I'm going to leave those not turned for now because there's two that snuck out. But what's funny is the one that is showing me a little some is the situationship card. Okay, a pretty little thing is around here. So I feel like, Leo, it's funny because with the situationship, that could have one of those meanings of kind of sneaking around a bit, right? So I feel like there's somebody that you could be dealing with that you're not in an official relationship with. So therefore, you're not so quick to claim them. They're not so quick to openly claim you. And it's things like that that reinforce the fact that you guys are not together. So I feel like recently you could have gotten a bit of that rude awakening and remembered like, oh, wow, okay, let me calm down, let me woosah, let me relax, because this is not my man or this is not my woman. So I feel like my Leos are trying to maintain level-headed or maintain their level-headedness, I guess I should say, with this relationship, because there's certain things that you find yourself wanting or starting to have a desire for, but yet you want to stay true to the nature of what it is, and it's not committal just yet. All right, so let's see what the other two cards are bringing us. Oh, wow. We have significant other. This is interesting. All right, so we have two different relationship statuses here. All right, and we also have the building card. So I feel like you guys are working your way to a relationship, or at least that's how you feel. Okay, now the months April, June, February, or not October, November could be significant to some of my Leos here. But I feel like you feel as though there's a gradual shift from situationship and you guys are working toward a long-term relationship. That's just how it feels, or that's what my Leo is hoping. All right, somebody's also a registered nurse, or soon you're getting your certification or your degree in that. So that's awesome. Leo, somebody could just be in the medical field as well. But I do want to get some clarity on this energy. Now, I want to get it from your perspective, and then I want to see how your person is feeling about this. So okay, well, Spirit is like, Leo's not happy. All right, Spirit knows, Spirit says Leo is not happy. 222 on the timer. I feel like, Leo, there's some things that you feel like you've done to try and, I don't want to say like show this person that you'd be a great catch, but it kind of feels like that a little bit. Like there's so much about you that you feel like it's great. It's like, listen, I'm beautiful, or I'm handsome, I'm smart, I'm this, I got that, I have all these wonderful things, all these great attributes. So what the hell is going on? Why is this person not, why don't I have a ring on my finger yet? Like yesterday, like what is the problem? Where are my things? And I feel like that's a part of you, Leo, that's a little bit stressed about this, because you're like, if they haven't done it now, like when are they going to do this? I think that's the fear. It feels like there's a bit of a fear with that here. Okay, give me one more. So that's how my Leos are feeling about the situationship status. Give me one more to describe Leo's feelings about the situationship. Okay, we have the Seven of Cups. And we have the King of Wands at the deck, which is Leo. All right, Leo. So I feel like you do a really good job showing up confidently, showing up as your best self. You come off like a man or a woman who has motion. Like you know how to move and shake. You know how to get things done here, Leo. All right, you could be in the middle of like climbing up the ranks. I mean, we definitely just picked up on some Leo's energy who is almost done with some sort of certification, some sort of degree, and your pay will increase handsomely. All right, when you are done with that, when you receive that, so Leo, I'm gonna drop my Cash App down below. All right, but with the King of Wands, it just let me know that you're very confident about who you are and what you bring. And I think that's why it's upsetting, because you truly feel like you're beamed up. You know what I mean? Like you truly feel like you have so many attributes to you and you just don't get what the hell is going on. Okay. And with the Seven of Cups, clarifying situationship, I think, Leo, you're wondering like about your poor traits, right? So, you know, you have all these wonderful qualities, but there's also a part of you that's starting to wonder and think about like, maybe it's the way I do this, or maybe it's the way I do that. I think you're kind of getting in your head a little bit, because it can be very hurtful to the ego when we're not getting something that we feel like we are deserving of, or that we feel like we should get. So I feel like, Leo, you're contemplating all the wrong things, right? There's nothing wrong with you, Leo. All right, you're beautiful, you're perfect the way you are. Of course, we can always be better, work on ourselves, but there's nothing fundamentally wrong with you. All right, now I want to see what this person's energy is as it relates to you guys being in a situationship. What's Leo's person's energy? on this little situationship they got going on right here. What is Leo's person's energy on the situationship that they have? Okay. What is this energy here, Spirit? Okay. I wasn't expecting this. All right, we got 3 cards. We have the 3 of Swords, Ace of Swords, and the Page of Wands, but it is reversed. So I feel like for many of my Leos, your person is upset, okay? They're very upset or very hurt about something here. Now, that hasn't been made clear because I didn't feel like there was a specific instance that's happened that's been hurtful. But for whatever reason, your person does feel that way. So I do need to pull one card to clarify what exactly is this, okay? Because they keep thinking about it, but they're not saying anything about it. Page of Wands reversed. They're thinking about it. It's hurtful, but they're not saying anything. So what was hurtful to this person here, Spirit? Why are they a 3 of Swords when they think about the situationship? Why is Leo's person a 3 of Swords when they think about their relationship? What is this? Why is Leo's person a 3 of Swords? Okay. This is, I don't know, Leo, this is interesting reading because what we pulled is the Earth sign. All right, now you could be dealing with the Earth sign, a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. Does not have to be. But what's funny with these 2 cards, as I clarify the 3 of Swords, you see how this tree or this land looks barren, right? It doesn't look fertile. There's no type of flowering. There's no greenery. There's no nothing. There's just nothing happening here, right? We just see a bunch of twigs and bare trees. But then when we get this card that we just clarified with, it's robust, right? It's beautiful. It's plentiful. And I feel like your person is wishing that this relationship or the situationship, okay, is going to progress to a long-term relationship, but they're not sure if you're on the same page. Because when I get this card, aside from reading it as Earth sign, I also read it as stability. I mean, it's a tree. It's a huge tree. It's rooted, right? And it's bearing its leaves. It's sunny out there. So it lets me know that this tree is something that is immovable. It's strong. It has a stability aspect to it, a long-term aspect to it, right? Whereas this one looks all damaged and like it's coming up. So I feel like this is the difference in your person's mind, or this is what they keep thinking about when it comes to the situationship. Now, if this is how they feel, why aren't they saying anything? Because even at the bottom of the deck, we have the dating card, Leo, for how they feel. It's like they want to date you, or they want to take this more seriously, but they might feel, the only thing I could pick up is that there could be a blockage. Because I don't understand. It's like if they want this to progress to a relationship just like you do, then what's all this pain about? It makes me feel like either 1, they're not saying anything, or 2, you know they want a relationship, but you're making them wait for it, or you're stressing them out about it or something. Okay, because they want to continue to get to know you or continue to figure you out here, Leo. They want to know more about what's going on with you and in your life. So what is this person's blockage then, Spirit? What is their blockage? Oh. All right, that card went all over the place. It is the Family card. Okay. All right, so family could be in the way. Family could be some sort of issue here. Now, to what degree, that's not being made clear. So perhaps for some of you guys, your person could have a family. All right, that's only for a few of you, which is a blockage. But another blockage could be they're not quite sure if you want family. Maybe some of my Leos still can have children but don't want children, and they really do want children. Or if that's not the case, it just seems like there's some sort of issue in how you both think about the long term. All right, maybe one of you guys want to raise your children Buddhist, or your family Buddhist, bring those principles into your lives, and the other one wants to bring in Christianity, right? So there just seems to be something very opposite or very different in terms of how you guys view what a long-term relationship is supposed to look like. All right, maybe there's certain norms that they are comfortable with in a relationship, and Leo is like, I'm not doing that, or vice versa. Because it seems like there's 2 people here who want you guys, or who want each other to be that special person in their lives, but it just seems like something about how you view your 10 of Pentacles or your 10 of Cups or your long-term energy is different. All right, so where that leaves your person is waiting. All right, this is not the right time. They're in the waiting mode. And while they're waiting, what's also interesting is that the Independent card is right under that. And the Independent card is my Virgo card. So you could be dealing with a Virgo, but it also represents my 9 of Pentacles, which is the single person, right? The single woman, the single man. So it's like they're single, but they're waiting. All right, it's like I'm single and waiting. I'm single and waiting for the right opportunity for things to, I guess, get on the same page with my Leo and I. All right, so how does Leo's person feel about the growth that they've made thus far? Let's see. How does Leo's person feel about the growth that they've made thus far with my Leo? All right, because you feel like you guys are building or were building, and they feel the same way. So how does Leo's person feel about that? Okay, so the card that came out is release. Release grudges, wounds, pent-up feelings through healthy activities. Now, right away when I look at the wounds and the grudges and the pent-up feelings, that reminds me of the 3 of Swords that we pulled. And I'm like, Leo, did something happen? Let me know down below. Did something happen where this person was very hurt about something in this relationship? Or maybe there's something that you've done or something that you know about? Because it seems like they still want to build, but they know that in order to build, they have to let go of some sort of past pain or some sort of past hurt. It could be something with family that was very hurtful for them, which is why it's difficult for them to move forward, or why it's difficult for them to speak up and let you know that they're hurting, or let you know how you can kind of support them in this time. I feel like your person tries to act like everything is okay in their lives sometimes, and it's just not. Give me one more. Because the thing is, they feel like that's the only way you guys are going to get to the significant other part of this whole thing, from situationship to an actual official relationship. And what's funny is the card that we pulled out was the moving on card. And it says endings that bring healthy new beginnings. And you see how this person is literally running into a relationship. Right? So it's like your person is trying their best to release something, or to stop thinking something or thinking a certain way, so that way you guys can actually flourish in a relationship. Now, okay, so the blockage could be like, again, family, long-term issues, or long-term ideas that you have, norms that they have are a little different. So that seems to be at play, but this also seems to be an undertone as well. Like there's some sort of pain that this person is going through that they're not really super open about. And they think about it all the time. Clarify the 3 of Swords. What is this pain? What is this specific pain that this person is feeling, that this person is going through when it comes to my Leo? What are they going through? Okay. Okay, we have the Hierophant reversed, Lovers reversed, and the Knight of Wands upright. Okay. So I feel like it is something related to the family issue, right? And I feel like they may not have told you how when they divorced or when they released someone in their past, a romantic partner, it was very hurtful. It was extremely difficult. And it was something that was just a very hard and rough time in their life. And they're still picking up the pieces. So maybe they're still having to, get themselves together financially, get themselves together emotionally, get themselves together spiritually. And it just feels like your person gets super afraid or super stuck in situationship energy because that's where they feel most comfortable. But they also know that if they stay here, you guys won't be able to get to the point where you guys have a title for one another or a more committal space. So they're realizing that the wounds that they do have are affecting how you guys run your relationship, right? So we have the Hierophant reversed. We also have the Lovers reversed, right? So it's like they had some sort of very intense love at some point, Leo, and it was very hurtful to them that it ended. I think your person is over what happened, but I think that they're also, very scarred about it. And it's made them a bit scared when it comes to moving something to a relationship. But when it comes to you, Leo, that's when I think the rules change for this person a bit, because it's like they really want to get over this, and they really want to get over whatever this past pain is, this past scar that this thing has left them with. So that way you guys can hurriedly move to relationship status. Like something is hasty here. All right, because what's in the upright is the Knight of Wands. Right, and I feel like this is what this person was left with, right? Like we saw that love didn't work out for them in their past relationship, whether it was they were in their early 20s, maybe married very early, but in their younger years, it feels like. So the Knight of Wands is something that they've been for years. And then the Leo comes around and starts to awaken that committal side of them again, which they let sleep for years before you came in, Leo. And I think that's what's your person's biggest blockage, or their biggest issue with this whole thing between you and them. Okay, give me more on this person's energy toward my Leo at this time. Okay, we do have a nonverbal I love you. All right, so they're saying they're keeping a lot of things private, and their love for you is one of them. And at the bottom of the deck, we have so turned on by the Leo. All right, so I'm going to overturn these cards in the extended, Leo. I'm going to get your person's next actions toward you, how they truly feel but do not have the courage to say, as well as what you're not expecting and the likely outcome. So if you're interested, everything is down below in the description to the extended. See you in a minute.